Amidst the snow-capped peaks and the icy winds of the Himalayas, the enigmatic figure of the Yeti has walked through the pages of folklore into the collective imagination of humanity. This elusive creature, often dubbed the Abominable Snowman, has been a central figure in Himalayan mythology for centuries. Despite the lack of definitive scientific proof, sightings and stories persist, keeping the Yeti alive in the hearts and minds of those who venture into the icy wilderness. The earliest reports of the Yeti come from the indigenous people of the Himalayas, the Sherpas. According to their accounts, the Yeti is a creature of significant size and strength, covered in thick fur, dwelling in the most remote and inaccessible corners of the mountains. These tales were passed down through generations, shaping the Yeti as a symbol of nature's untamed and mysterious power. The first recorded mention of the Yeti by a Westerner dates back to the early 20th century, during British expeditions to Mount Everest. The explorers came across large footprints in the snow, which local guides attributed to the Meto Kangmi, translating roughly to man-bear-snowman. The explorers' accounts of these sightings captured the public's imagination, and the legend of the Yeti spread across the globe. Over the decades, numerous expeditions have set out to find evidence of the Yeti's existence. Some returned with photographs of footprints, others claimed to have seen the creature itself. Despite extensive analysis and debate, none of these claims have been definitively proven or disproven. Perhaps the most intriguing piece of potential evidence is a collection of purported Yeti relics housed in monasteries across the Himalayas. These artifacts, which include bones, teeth, and hair, are revered by locals as sacred remains of the elusive creature. Scientific analysis of these relics has yielded mixed results, with some matching known animal species and others remaining unidentified. The Yeti's existence, while unconfirmed by modern science, is deeply woven into the fabric of Himalayan culture. It stands as a symbol of the wild and unexplored, a reminder of the mysteries that lie beyond the reach of human understanding. Whether a real creature or a myth, the Yeti continues to inspire curiosity and wonder, challenging us to question what we think we know about the natural world. While the search for the Yeti continues, its true nature remains shrouded in the mist of the Himalayas. The Yeti, much like the remote and imposing mountains it is said to inhabit, stands as a testament to the enduring allure of the unknown. Its legend compels us to confront the limits of human knowledge and sparks a desire to explore the uncharted territories of our world. The Yeti's tale, woven into the rich tapestry of Himalayan folklore, remains an enduring enigma, a testament to the mysteries that our world continues to hold. The origins of the Yeti, while shrouded in mystery, are firmly rooted in the folklore and mythology of the Himalayan people. Long before the first Western explorers set foot in these remote mountains, stories of a wild, hairy creature living high in the peaks circulated among local communities. These tales, passed down through generations, often portrayed the Yeti as a fearsome and elusive creature. In some, it was a guardian of the mountains, a spiritual entity tasked with protecting the wilderness from human encroachment. In others, it was a more malevolent figure, a harbinger of doom that would descend from the mountains to punish those who disturbed the natural order. The first recorded mention of the Yeti in Western literature dates back to the late 19th century. British explorer L.A. Waddell, while trekking in the high Himalayas, came across a series of large footprints in the snow. His Sherpa guides informed him that they belonged to the Yeti, a term Waddell mistranslated as wild man. The story of the Yeti entered the global consciousness in the 1920s during the British attempts to scale Mount Everest. In 1921, Colonel Charles Howard Berry led an expedition to the mountain and reported finding large footprints at high altitude. The Sherpas with him attributed these to the Meto Kangmi, translated by the Western press as Abominable Snowman. The term captured the public's imagination, and the Yeti's legend began to take root in the Western world. As the 20th century progressed, the Yeti's story spread and evolved. Expeditions in search of the creature brought back intriguing artifacts and photographs, fueling public interest and speculation. The Yeti emerged from the realm of local folklore to become a global phenomenon, its image appearing in everything from popular culture to scientific debates. Throughout this period, the Yeti remained a consistent figure in Himalayan culture. Despite the Western world's fascination with the creature, its portrayal in local folklore remained largely unchanged. For the people of the Himalayas, the Yeti continued to inhabit the spaces between the known and the unknown, a symbol of the enduring mysteries that lie beyond the reach of human comprehension. Regardless of its true nature, the Yeti's tale is a testament to the power of storytelling and the allure of the unknown. It serves as a reminder of the countless mysteries that await us in the world's unexplored corners, inviting us to question, to seek, and to wonder. Eyewitness accounts of the Yeti are as varied as they are numerous. Many descriptions allude to a large bipedal creature covered in thick, shaggy fur. Some report it as having a conical head, others a flat-topped cranium. The color of the Yeti's fur ranges from dark brown to gray, even to an almost spectral white, as reported by some witnesses. Regardless of the discrepancies, all accounts agree on one thing: the creature's startling size, with estimates placing it anywhere from 7 to 12 feet tall. One such account comes from Zhangmu, a small town on the Tibet-Nepal border. In the winter of 1974, a local monk named Tenzing recounted seeing a large, hirsute figure while collecting firewood in the forest. He described the creature as standing on two legs and covered in shaggy white fur. Startled by Tenzing's presence, the Yeti quickly disappeared into the dense woodland. Closer to the Everest region, a Sherpa named Dorje claimed to have encountered the Yeti in 1986. His description painted a more aggressive creature, one that bared its teeth and emitted a low growl when Dorje accidentally stumbled upon it. The Sherpa described the Yeti's eyes as red and glowing, its fur dark and matted. This report, while terrifying, did not result in any physical harm to Dorje. These sightings have woven themselves into the very fabric of local Himalayan communities, adding a layer of mystique and reverence to the harsh mountain landscapes. The Yeti has become a guardian of the mountains, a symbol of the deep respect for nature that these communities hold. Regional variations further enrich the Yeti lore. In Bhutan, the creature is known as the Migoi, a term meaning strong man. The Migoi is believed to possess the ability to become invisible, a trait that supposedly helps it evade detection. In contrast, the Ban Manouche of Nepal is usually depicted as a smaller, more human-like figure, often described as a wild hermit living in the mountainous wilderness. The Yeti has also played a role in shaping the local economy. The promise of spotting the elusive creature has drawn thousands of tourists to the region, bolstering the local economy and leading to a surge in the popularity of guided Yeti spotting treks. Yet, despite the economic benefits, the Yeti remains a figure of reverence and respect. Its sightings and stories continue to inspire a sense of awe and caution towards the untamed wilderness of the Himalayas. The Yeti serves as a reminder of the unknown, a symbol of the mysteries that nature still holds within its icy grasp. Over the years, physical evidence purportedly associated with the Yeti has surfaced, sparking a flurry of interest in scientific and cryptozoological circles. This evidence ranges from photographs and footprints to audio recordings and even alleged remains. Each piece has its own story to tell, adding another layer to the complex puzzle of the Yeti's existence. Photographic evidence often takes center stage in the quest for the Yeti. One of the most publicized images was captured by British mountaineer Eric Shipton during a 1951 Everest expedition. The photo showed a large, humanoid footprint in the snow, the size and shape of which suggested a bipedal creature of considerable size. Shipton's photograph sparked global interest, catapulting the Yeti into the international spotlight. Footprints continue to be a primary source of evidence. Over the years, mountaineers, explorers, and locals have found and recorded numerous footprints in the snow and mud of the Himalayas, each varying in size and shape. These impressions, if genuine, suggest a creature adapted to walking upright in the challenging terrain of the high mountains. Audio recordings, too, have added an auditory dimension to the Yeti mystery. Some mountaineers and researchers have reported hearing eerie, non-human sounds echoing through the valleys and peaks of the Himalayas. These vocalizations, often described as howls or growls, hint at a creature unfamiliar to the recorded wildlife of the region. Then, there are the alleged remains. Over the years, various items have surfaced, purported to be the physical remains of a Yeti. These range from bones and teeth to hair and skin samples. One of the most famous cases is a supposed Yeti scalp preserved in the Kumjung Monastery in Nepal. The scalp, made of an unknown animal hide, has been a source of both reverence and curiosity for decades. Cryptozoologists, researchers, and investigators have attempted to verify these claims, often with the help of modern scientific tools. Notable among them is Dr. Brian Sykes, a British geneticist who embarked on a project to test hair samples believed to be from Yetis. His research, while controversial, brought a scientific approach to the Yeti enigma. However, the pursuit of the Yeti is fraught with challenges. The remoteness of the Himalayas, the elusive nature of the creature, and the myriad of cultural interpretations make the task daunting. Nevertheless, the search continues, fueled by the tantalizing possibility that the Yeti may indeed roam the high, icy wilderness of the Himalayas. While the mystery of the Yeti continues to enthrall and captivate, it's important to consider the alternative explanations that exist. Skeptics and scientists often propose theories that challenge the existence of the Yeti, offering rational perspectives that explore misidentifications, hoaxes, and scientific arguments. However, these theories don't entirely dispel the enigma. They simply provide a different lens through which to view it. One of the most common skeptic views is that of mistaken identity. The Himalayas are home to several large mammals that could potentially leave tracks similar to those attributed to the Yeti. The Himalayan brown bear and the Tibetan blue bear are among these animals. Their footprints, especially in snow, can become distorted and enlarged, leading to misinterpretations. The eerie sounds attributed to the Yeti could also be the vocalizations of these or other indigenous animals, unknown to the untrained ear. Hoaxes also play a significant role in the Yeti narrative. In the quest for fame or financial gain, some have fabricated evidence. Fake footprints have been made, and ordinary animal remains have been passed off as Yeti relics. Some have even confessed to their deceptions, such as the infamous case of the 1959 Yeti finger, which turned out to be human after a DNA test. Scientifically, the Yeti presents a conundrum. For a large, bipedal creature to exist in the harsh, high-altitude environment of the Himalayas, it would need to have evolved with incredibly specialized adaptations. And yet, no fossil evidence has been found to suggest the existence of such a creature. The hair samples tested by Dr. Brian Sykes, for instance, were later revealed to belong to known animals like bears and dogs. The cultural and psychological aspects also cannot be ignored. The Yeti is deeply embedded in the folklore and traditions of the Himalayan people. Could the Yeti be a manifestation of the human need for myth and mystery, a symbol of the untamed wilderness that still exists beyond our understanding? While these alternative perspectives challenge the existence of the Yeti, they don't entirely close the book on the mystery. The Himalayas remain a vast, formidable region, much of which is still unexplored. And as long as the mountains hold their secrets, the shadow of the Yeti will continue to loom large over the snow-clad peaks, a symbol of the world's remaining mysteries waiting to be discovered. Throughout the years, the Yeti has attracted the attention of not only explorers and scientists, but also governments and media. This interest has led to a variety of responses, from classified government files to sensational news stories and documentaries. In 1959, the U.S. State Department issued a 3-page memo titled Regulations Governing Mountain Climbing Expeditions in Nepal Relating to Yeti, also known as the Yeti Memo. This document outlined the rules American expeditions had to follow when hunting for the Yeti, including obtaining a permit, not harming the creature unless in self-defense, and surrendering any Yeti evidence to the government of Nepal. The memo is a testament to the level of intrigue the Yeti held, even at the highest levels of government. In 2013, declassified files from the British Foreign Office revealed that the British government took the Yeti so seriously that they even imposed rules on explorers intending to hunt for it in the 1950s. The regulations included a stipulation that any Yeti found could not be killed or captured, but must be photographed or observed from a distance. The media, on the other hand, has often seized upon the Yeti as a source of sensational news. Over the years, numerous newspapers, magazines, and television networks have run stories on sightings, expeditions, and supposed evidence of the Yeti. These stories often feature dramatic headlines and images, stoking public fascination and sometimes fear. Documentaries have also been a significant part of the Yeti narrative. From National Geographic to the Discovery Channel, many have attempted to unravel the mystery of the Yeti. These documentaries often feature interviews with witnesses, footage of supposed Yeti habitats, and analyses of supposed evidence, all presented with a tantalizing blend of suspense and scientific inquiry. In some cases, these media portrayals have been met with criticism for their sensationalism and lack of rigorous scientific scrutiny, but they have undeniably played a role in perpetuating the Yeti myth, capturing public imagination, and keeping the mystery alive. It is clear that the Yeti, whether a creature of fact or fiction, has left an indelible mark on governments and media worldwide. These entities' responses, from classified documents to sensational news coverage, reflect the enduring fascination with the Yeti and the enigmatic Himalayan wilderness it is believed to inhabit. Whether the Yeti is a real creature, a misidentified animal, or a product of myth and folklore, the hunt for answers continues. The Himalayas, a vast, formidable, and largely unexplored region, continue to hold their secrets, with the shadow of the Yeti looming ever large. Connecting the dots across cultures and continents, the Yeti shares fascinating parallels with other cryptids and regional myths. These creatures, though separated by thousands of miles and cultural nuances, embody similar traits and roles in their respective folklore, hinting at a universal human fascination with the unknown. In North America, the Sasquatch or Bigfoot, a large, hairy, bipedal creature said to inhabit the forests of the Pacific Northwest, bears striking similarities to the Yeti. Both are believed to be elusive, possess immense strength, and leave behind large footprints. Their descriptions often overlap, suggesting a possible shared origin in the distant past, or a common human tendency to perceive and fear certain types of creatures. Further south, in the Andean highlands, indigenous communities speak of the Ukumar Zupai, a massive ape-like creature covered in hair. In Australian Aboriginal mythology, the Yowie, a creature reported to dwell in the outback, also bears resemblance to the Yeti in size, appearance, and elusive nature. In Asia, the Yeti has a counterpart in the Russian Almasty and the Chinese Yeren. These ape-like creatures, said to roam remote mountainous regions, share the Yeti's association with rugged, inaccessible terrain and a certain sacredness or taboo in local cultures. These recurring patterns extend beyond physical descriptions. Many of these creatures are embedded in indigenous beliefs and ancient myths, often embodying the spirit of the wilderness or serving as guardians of sacred places. They stand at the intersection of the natural and supernatural realms, embodying our primal fears, reverence for nature, and the mystery of the unknown. The Yeti, like its counterparts around the world, thus serves a potent function in the human psyche, embodying the unknown and the unexplored. It is a symbol of the wilderness, a reminder of our primal fears and fascinations, and a manifestation of the mysteries that lie beyond the edge of the known world. The persistence and universality of these myths suggest a deeper, perhaps unconscious, human need to believe in the existence of such creatures. It is as if, by seeking these elusive beings, we are also seeking to confront our own fears, to push the boundaries of our understanding, and to keep alive the sense of mystery and wonder in a world increasingly mapped and explained. The Yeti, in all its forms and incarnations, continues to haunt our collective imagination, inviting us to step into the unknown and explore the mysteries of the natural world. In the era of technology, the quest for the Yeti has taken a dramatic turn. With the advent of high-definition cameras, drones, and digital recording devices, the hunt for the elusive creature has been propelled into the 21st century. In recent years, a flurry of sightings, recordings, and photographs have surfaced, claiming to provide evidence of the Yeti's existence. In 2013, a group of British scientists announced that they had discovered the Yeti's DNA in hair samples collected in the Himalayas. They later admitted that the hair belonged to a rare type of Himalayan brown bear, but their initial announcement sparked a flurry of interest and speculation. Viral videos claiming to show the Yeti have also gained traction on social media platforms. In 2016, a video shot in the Spanish Pyrenees went viral, showing a large, hairy creature moving through the snow. The figure's size, gait, and the remote location where it was filmed led many to speculate that it could be a Yeti, although others proposed that it was simply a hiker in a snowsuit. In another instance, a group of Indian Army mountaineers reported finding a trail of unusually large footprints in the snow near their base camp in the Himalayas in 2019. The footprints, they claimed, were 32 inches long and belonged to no known creature. The photographs of the prints went viral on social media, sparking widespread speculation and debate. Skeptics, however, pointed out that the prints could have been made by multiple animals walking in a line, or by the melting and refreezing of smaller footprints. The advent of drone technology has also added a new dimension to the Yeti hunt. Drones can reach remote, inaccessible areas, capturing high-resolution images and video footage. In 2017, a drone captured footage of a large, ape-like figure moving through a remote forest in Nepal. The figure was too distant to identify clearly, but its size and movement patterns sparked speculation that it could be a Yeti. The footage went viral, but the debate over its authenticity continues. These modern encounters and technologies have undoubtedly fueled the search for the Yeti, adding to the body of evidence and keeping the myth alive. They have also, however, brought new challenges. The ease of digital manipulation and the proliferation of hoax videos have made it increasingly difficult to distinguish genuine evidence from false claims. In this context, the Yeti remains as elusive as ever, a symbol of the unexplored and the unknown, residing in the shadows of the Himalayas and in the depths of our collective imagination. In the realm of the human psyche, the Yeti is more than just a cryptid. It represents our fascination with the unknown, our innate desire to grapple with the unfamiliar, and our eternal quest for understanding. It's an embodiment of our collective fears, our curiosity, and our longing for adventure. It's a symbol of the uncharted territories, both physically and psychologically, that we yearn to explore. The Yeti also embodies the archetypes of the monstrous and the mysterious, deeply ingrained in our collective subconscious. It's an echo of ancient fears, a reminder of times when we were not at the top of the food chain, when large, unknown beasts roamed the wilderness, posing a constant threat to our survival. These primal fears, while no longer relevant in our modern urbanized world, still linger in our subconscious, manifesting in our fascination with cryptids like the Yeti. Furthermore, the Yeti taps into a shared cultural narrative of the other, the strange and unfamiliar that exists outside our comfortable known world. In many cultures, monsters and mythical creatures serve as metaphors for the unknown, the foreign, the unassimilated. The Yeti, with its humanoid figure and yet distinctively non-human features, embodies this dichotomy between the familiar and the alien. In a psychological sense, our fascination with the Yeti could be seen as a form of projection. We project our fears, our anxieties, and our suppressed desires onto this creature, turning it into a symbol of the things we find hard to confront within ourselves. The Yeti becomes a mirror, reflecting our darkest fears and deepest yearnings. In a broader cultural context, the Yeti is a symbol of nature's mysteries, of the vast, unexplored wilderness, and of the limits of human knowledge. In an age where every corner of the globe has been mapped and every mystery seemingly solved, the Yeti stands as a reminder that there are still things out there that we do not understand, places we have not been, and truths we have yet to uncover. In this sense, the Yeti is a symbol of our collective desire for discovery and adventure. It embodies the thrill of the unknown, the excitement of exploration, and the allure of mystery. It's a testament to our enduring curiosity, our insatiable desire for knowledge, and our relentless pursuit of the truth. Thus, far from being just a Himalayan myth, the Yeti is a complex psychological and cultural symbol, a manifestation of our collective psyche, a mirror reflecting our deepest fears and desires, and a beacon illuminating the mysteries of the unknown. As such, the Yeti continues to captivate our imagination, inviting us to journey into the uncharted territories of the mind, the wilderness, and the universe at large. In our relentless pursuit of the truth, the Yeti's enduring legacy serves as a poignant reminder of human nature's complexity. It seems that we are, on one hand, creatures of logic and reason, seeking concrete evidence and scientific explanations. Yet, on the other hand, we are beings who thrive on mystery, on the thrill of the unknown, on the tantalizing prospect of secrets yet to be revealed. The Yeti, existing on the boundary of these two facets of our nature, continues to fascinate us, reminding us of the delicate balance between belief and evidence, between myth and reality. In the heart of the Himalayas, this cryptid has been a bridge linking the tangible world of our senses to the intangible realm of myths and legends. It reminds us that beneath the veneer of our civilized, rational selves, we are still drawn to the mysteries and the enigmas of the universe. This attraction to the unknown, this quest for knowledge, is an inherent part of our being. Such mysteries, like the Yeti, encapsulate our struggle to comprehend the world around us and our place within it. They invite us to question, to explore, and to seek out answers, even when those answers may not be readily available or easily understood. They remind us that not everything can be neatly categorized or explained away. Some things, indeed, must be experienced, contemplated, and perhaps left as enduring enigmas. As we journey through the diverse landscapes of human knowledge, the legend of the Yeti reinforces the importance of maintaining an open mind. It underscores the value of curiosity, of doubt, and of wonder. It encourages us to question the boundaries of our understanding, to challenge the limits of our perceptions, and to continually seek out the unexplored territories of reality. In the end, the Yeti serves as a compelling symbol of our relationship with the unknown. For all our scientific progress and technological advancements, the lure of the unexplored, the unexplained, and the unproven continues to captivate us. It seems that our desire to unravel the mysteries of the universe, to push the boundaries of our knowledge, and to venture into the realms of the unknown is an integral part of our human journey. Thus, the legend of the Yeti is more than a tale of a mythical creature. It is a reflection of our collective psyche, an echo of our primal fascination with the mysteries of existence. It underscores our desire for understanding, our thirst for knowledge, and our enduring fascination with the enigmatic and the elusive. The Yeti, in its elusiveness and mystery, is a testament to our humanity, reminding us that sometimes it is the journey into the unknown that reveals the most profound truths. Thanks for listening. This has been Cryptid Files. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to follow us wherever you listen to podcasts. And if you'd like to support the show, subscribe to the Forbidden Knowledge Network on Patreon. Subscribe now.